Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to UMG Dallas Day number 2. Benson joined by Brycey in the booth, and we've got Optic Gaming going up against Team Envious. OG currently leading 2-0 in the series, but again, yeah, it's pretty much exactly as you called it, right? It could be that 3-0, but it could be extremely close. And S&D, very, very close, comes up to a Crimsix huge, huge clutch. The Hardpoint had its moments where it could have been closer than it ultimately finished. But now, heading over to Uplink comeback, I think this is realistically Envy's best chance of taking the map. They have looked so, so good in Uplink through Season 3 that I think they could be so dominant. Well,
you know what? I'm actually going to say, let's do a listen in here. I'm kind of interested to see how Optic Gaming are feeling being 2-0 up here. So we're actually going to go straight to a listen in with Optic Gaming.
Yo, behind you guys, last guy.
Yeah.
He's glass
like
spot. He's at our base. No, I got him.
Okay, cool.
Nice.
Nice good job. I'm pushing top glass.
I spawned green at their base.
Yo, square.
I'm at their base.
Square, one shot, dead. Nice good
I'm
job.
pushing square.
I'm in with you. Top base, two. One shot Aqua. Aqua's absolute dead. One more top base. One more top base.
Dead.
Nice.
One guy sandbag alley,
On point.
Yeah, you got me.
Wait, Ian.
I got it.
I
got it.
Nice.
On point.
One's back
On point still. One shot. Dead.
I got
Nice,
it.
dead.
Top sandbag set.
Sandbag, big one.
One shot absolute. Nice shit.
Yo, keep the rotation.
Top sandbag again.
Go.
Top sandbag absolute.
Absolute top
Oh
sandbag.
my
Good
gosh.
try, good try.
You
On
might
point,
want to
one
play
shot.
throw. Play throw.
On
Am
point.
I intercept?
I got
There's
one.
one near me. There's one near me.
Yeah, I'm looking at you.
I'm watching back blue.
Looking at you
Should I
guys.
throw it? I'm just going to
Oh,
throw it.
Second story blue.
Yeah,
Second story blue weak. Yeah, good throw.
Second story Looney dead. One more
One's there mid alley, one green.
Third story glass.
Yeah, he's up.
Just kill.
He's gonna kill
One's
me.
probably right behind you.
Getting glass.
One's box.
I'll look at the ball.
There's two on me.
Second.
Two on me box. One's top glass.
Nice.
Top glass.
One's bottom middle. Looney.
Top glass.
Bottom mid just jump through. Looney's weak on glass flat. Really weak on
Dead,
him.
nice.
Nice one.
I got
He
Octane.
needs
Nice
help.
two. One's off spawn.
Top glass. Fuck, I should have reloaded.
Top glass right now. Top glass absolute or not absolute. He's kind of weak.
Dead.
Nice shit. Last
Nice,
guy's off
push
spawn. He's
it,
gonna be
push it.
close. He's gonna be close to glass.
Stun over, guys. Stun
Maybe
over.
field.
I'm stunning. I didn't stun him field.
I don't see
One
anything.
top blue. I'm really
Bottom
weak,
mid.
so-
Yo, he's at our plat.
One
Top blue
flank.
right now.
I don't see him.
I got the guy
He's on
flanker.
point.
I got the guy
Top
flanker.
blue weak. Top blue
I
weak.
got
Glass,
both.
glass behind you. Glass behind you.
Nice. Aqua was weak. Top blue. One's in glass. Nice.
got
Aqua
Nice,
was
three
weak. Top
dead,
blue. Last
three
guy.
dead.
He's top blue. Last guy.
He's
I'm
weak.
pushing him.
I'm coming also. Hang on. Give me like 3 seconds.
Yo, square, help me.
I'm here in.
Flank their bottom middle.
I'm gonna
He's
die.
up bottom
I'm gonna die.
sandbag.
Try to go for the throw if you can. There's 2 field. Or just kill. Killing's fine.
Yeah,
Nice,
one
two.
shot. Fuck.
Square and back blue.
All good.
Getting glass.
I'm here.
There's one guy with him.
Balls in glass.
Looking at the hop
Bottom
up.
middle.
He's there
Our
weak.
bottom middle,
On the
one
hop up
shot.
weak.
Our bottom middle. He's our second. He's the bottom middle.
He's above you. I
He
can't
got
see
me
him.
in second story glass.
Above you, dude.
He's pushing
he's
glass
up.
spot.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. One more glass spot.
Ball's one shot.
Ball's really weak. You can kill
In our
him.
second.
Well, as that point goes in, you can hear Optic Gaming. That's pretty much the exact communication you want to hear from any team. It was perfect. There was small talk. I'm going here. I'm stunning here. He's not here. It's great to hear that. And I said that's exactly what we talk about when comm is so important. Everybody constantly talking.
Yeah, you need to have that great communication, no matter who you're playing, really, to be one of the best teams in the game. Is props also, we should touch on to Looney for that 2-point play. Scump just unable to kill him and just jumps in. Puts it at a 1-point game with 2 minutes left in the first side. Aqua doing a great job of just holding down glass. Unfortunately, he needs some help from his teammates. Looney potentially could go for a play with a drone here. It's wide open, but instead
He's
just wants to
trying
get
to
glass control. Yeah, it's the most important part on this map. It's so crucial. I think. Is he gonna play this for
Envy have
15?
really rallied here at the beginning of this half. Optic looked quite dominant. They look like we're just going to keep scoring and keep scoring. Now, Envious have control, and you can see this. They're ready for it. You can see a massive flank coming in from Optic Gaming. They're both into the wrong side of the map.
Yeah, this is very rare where you'll see it, but if Octane can pick up a couple of kills, which sadly he can't, that would have been massive for Envy, and maybe they would have been able to try and steal some points. Scump with his drone in hand should be good.
Yeah,
He gets around the corner.
Oh, he got it.
Yes, just gets it. Falls after the points, but 5-2 lead now for Optic Gaming.
Yeah, they continue pushing on here, and for me, I'd actually expected to see Optic score more. Usually this is quite a high-scoring match, and I don't think it's that high in this first half.
Yeah, it started off very fast tempo from
Yeah.
Optic Gaming, and then Envy kind of got control of the game, slowed down the tempo, playing it how they want to play it. Also able to get a couple of points now. Octane with the drone, maybe forced to go for one, throws it, and does connect. 5-3 now, still 1-possession game.
It is not long left here, 50 seconds. Akla, though, going to try and hold this one down. He's got 3 members of the gaming going against him. He's going to drop here. Looney furiously pumping nades in to slow them down. He's now going to go and challenge. Octane will get a 2-piece. He's going to take down Scump as well. Only one left alive is to be Crimsix trying to hold down Glass. No good. He's not there to actually contest it. He will pick up 1 kill. Looney, though, is going to try and get him Looney pushing forward as well now. Octane on a 3 streak will have drone control
needs
at
to
the
pass
same
this ball.
time. Not going to get it. Scump is there with a 2-piece.
Oh!
Now Scump with a 3-piece says no. It's no good, and now they're going to wrap green.
They needed to pass that ball a little quicker. Would have potentially given them some points with 20 seconds left. Scum looking to try and go for the 2-point play. Needs to be careful because there's going to be a play directly in front of him. That was Aqua. He gets the melee, and now he's trying to get away. They could wrap this green once again.
Can he get it in time?
10 seconds, Bryce.
He needs to. I think Optic Gaming will probably go for the interception.
He's got to go for the,
They're
he's gotta
ready
go
for
for the
it.
one, surely. Has
No,
to
he's
go
gonna
for
go-
it.
no!
Got to throw it for one.
He was wary. Optic Gaming were ready to intercept. They were ready.
You can throw it a little high there, bouncing off those walls. You see a
You
couple
can,
players. You see a couple
It's
players do it.
It's a very good position for bouncing as well. It's in the corner. But like I said, he was worried. He thought Optic were gonna snatch it out of the air, and they could have done.
True.
You already saw the players setting up.
But I
for
feel
it.
if you throw that drone quicker, then you force one of the players in the base from Optic to lose their weapon.
Yeah.
And then, everyone that's footing the base, you can just try and outget him and then try and steal a 2-point play that way. It's a little bit safer. Still, though, just a one-possession game. Still just 2
I
points.
think Envy in a really strong position now.
I mean,
though.
now they're playing on the stronger side, and they've already won that gunfight bottom middle. That's so big.
Get tied up
Octane's
right
away.
here.
This is a tied game. Straight away. Fantastic play from Envy, and that is the perfect break in Uplink comeback.
Now,
He-
can
oh, they
Optic
can
Gaming
pass
slow
this
down?
drone.
Oh, they are going to pass this drone. I
Okay.
think it hit the windowsill, did it? No, he got it. He
No,
did
he got
get
it. He got it, but then decided to jump out and try and go for a 1-point play. JCap has it. He throws it, but misses it. Shy to the right-hand side. Formal says, thank you very much. Allow me to just get some control. And in fact, he's actually going to wrap this one green as well.
You were saying this could be a 3-1, but I think this is where it happens. I just feel like Envious have the advantage so much. It's going to be hard for Optic to pull out. None of the Karma has anything to say with it. Going to go for it. Should be a 2-point. This could be a relay. Look at the spawn. They're so far away. This has got to be a relay now. They're going for the massive
have
flank.
Literally spawned at the worst possible place in green. That's going to be another 2-point play. Crim double jumps up, 9-5. Optic Gaming getting full control, and Envy left in a horrible position because they just keep getting outslayed as they try and get some control back in the base. Crim finally dies,
Looney.
and Envy get it back. 4 points now, still just 2-point plays, and this game is tied. Plenty of time as well, Bryce. 3 minutes, 45 seconds
Looney
left.
has been a nightmare for Optic Gaming to deal with on this. He just keeps making big kills everywhere, 2 pieces. He's actually slowed down Optic Gaming a lot on this as he picks up one. Doesn't get it.
Wow.
Crimsix manages to get him with a turn and burn.
And that was a 1-point play as well from Karma, so 10-5. It's a 5-point game, and I actually want to go over to an Envious listening as their backs are against the wall. Let's find out if they can clutch up.
AC. Bottom A.
Bottom mid, I bottom mid.
Top
I
glass.
bottom mid, Crim I bottom mid on ball. He's behind the
There's
head
two.
with the ball.
They're going to flank
Top
glass.
grass, top grass. One stop grass. They killed the ball. Where's ball? Ball up
Three by
plat.
ball.
Ball up plat, stun.
Ball's one shot.
Oh, I'm
Ball's one shot.
stunned.
2 are plat.
3 are flat.
Hit
Two
one.
one.
He missed.
Last
Throw
three.
green.
Watch out, back heel, let's go. Let's go,
Nice
nice,
one.
grab
Go
a green,
green.
go green. No, go, slay, go. Don't pass.
Alright.
Go slay.
He's on point.
I spawn on
Bait that.
plat.
Top sandbag dead.
Nice, good.
Sandbag alley. Sandbag alley, weak. On portal.
Two on the play, they're weak. One more there, he was weak. Grab him, go.
Kill by
Back
green.
center.
I got killed by
They
green.
may wrap green.
Stop sandbags.
I'm hitting bottom middle. Where are they?
They throw it off. I spawn glass plat.
I'm flanking them already.
One's
One's
top
bottom
AC.
middle. One's bottom
One
middle.
top AC. They
One
know
bottom
I'm
middle,
in
one
glass.
bottom
They know I'm in glass.
No. Formal sandbag.
Bottom mid, formal. He's top
In
glass,
glass.
top glass.
He just boosted in.
One shot, top glass,
Two
one
in
back
there.
glass.
Two in there.
One
He
shot,
pushed
top
through.
glass.
He pushed
Yeah,
through.
We pushed through our plat.
Boost it over.
I'm only bottom mid.
Ball's one shot. There's 2 are flat. 2 are flat. 2, 3 on ball.
Bottom mid.
Yeah, ball stop. Two there. Nice.
Nice.
Control last.
I'm flanking.
There's 2 on our plate. There's 2 on our base. There's 2 on our base.
He just boosted top blue.
Stun back glass. Back glass to me, stun.
One's on our flat.
Watch
Back glass, one back glass to me. Grab it,
Back
grab it.
One shot on our peg.
He's glass.
Our glass steps.
Last dead.
Last one's our plat stairs.
Hit one.
One shot at sandbag alley.
Behind me.
I got him.
You got it once?
Yeah. Back blue.
Back blue dead.
Alright.
You want to grab ball?
I got it.
I'm
Yeah,
over
blue,
there.
blue, blue,
I
blue,
know
blue.
that.
He's
gotta win that, you gotta win that.
front glass, literally at the pillar, just camping the pillar.
I need a ball. On the peg. Crim weak on the peg. Back top blue weak with a bow.
Watch it,
Front blue. Foremost front blue.
Gotta slay.
Foremost front blue.
I'm in
Nothing
glass.
bottom middle.
Nice.
One more.
Ball,
Push the ball.
Aw, you needed me. Fuck. Front glass.
Dead. Go. Two top glass for weak.
Top.
Karma and someone else in glass weak. Let's go. We can still do this, boys.
I'm hitting
Flank,
bottom
you gotta
middle.
flank,
I'm trying to say that.
Oh, I spawned fucking front yellow. We could go 15 in.
Ball, right by ball.
Top glass.
He's
Ball
15
stop glass. Or one stop glass.
He's on the ball. Ball reset, jump, I think.
He's still top glass.
AC dead.
Still top glass.
Head glitching glass. Formal.
In the tree.
He jumped over me.
That helped.
Glass, good kill.
And back glass.
Back glass.
Ran to our plat, I think. Or camp in a corner in glass.
I got him.
Nice.
Shit.
Envy just not able to get things going, Bryce. 12-6, still a 6-point deficit, 45 seconds left. And all Optic need to do at this point is just keep playing that drone for 15.
Yeah, it was one of those ones where there were a few points, Ben, where they could have come back, and I was interested to see whether they could make it. Interesting point when Cap had the drone, he said, Octane, I'm not passing, go slay.
Right.
Octane then did it, he picked up a 3-piece and almost got it. Karma shows the disrespect.
Hit him with it, Karma.
Yeah, they just weren't able to get it in time. It was very, very close to making it. Just not enough here, and I think that may be the story of Envy this game. They're good, but they're not good enough.
Yeah, sad to say, but potentially they can maybe have some better performances later on in the tournament. Of course, they still will walk away with that #2 seed from that pool. This was really just a battle to see who would be first, who would be second from the pool. But, you know, Envy showed moments of brilliance. They did.
It was a solid performance against Optic Gaming.
If they can get rid of those small mistakes, then all of a sudden, you know, they're fighting for first, second place.
Yeah, it was, like I said, it was what we kind of expected.
Right.
Optic Gaming, just the better team. It was there's not a lot that MBS could do in certain positions when you've got, you know, Optic playing that way. The uplink, there were a few opportunities for them to go the other way. There was a few missed points here and there. Could have been a lot closer than 12-6 actually suggests. S&D, we know was close. It had to be a clutch to not end up going 5-5. Hardpoint, again, the same similar story.
Right.
Optic Gaming are just better, but it could have been closer than the scoreline predicts.
I mean, Krim just took over in their last game, just looking at the stats. 32 and 23, a 1.39 KD, 6 uplinks to his name as well. I mean, the guy had a great series. You look at the Search and Destroy, took over that too. And when Krim is playing like that, it's so tough to beat. And it's funny because I feel like we mention it every year. At the end of a game's life cycle, that's really where Crimsix is just his absolute best. And you see him put up just some phenomenal numbers in every single game he plays.
Yeah, it's the often said thing about the gaming, and I feel like I end up saying this about 100 times an event. When you've got that caliber of players, that almost every single map, you've got someone who's a specialist and will go off, and every single time you're like, oh, look at the numbers. It's just what happens. If it's not Krim, it's Scum. If it's not Scum, it's Formal or it's Karma, pulling off massive plays. And that, you know, it's actually a little bit of fear playing Optic Gaming. A lot of the pros, they sit there and they're like, got to play Optic here. And not a single team walks into that booth thinking they're going to 3-0 them.
Right.
As much as you try to have that delusional confidence because you need that confidence to play. Like, the delusional confidence.
No, you're right. It's a huge thing. You have to have delusional confidence.
And also, you have to be like, we're going to win 3-0. We're going to win 3-0. But it's realistically, you walk in there going, this is going to be so hard.
And I think there's only one team really who can kind of have that confidence. I think that's FaZe. I think that's why you continuously see them in that position, but it's just sometimes they'll get there and they just kind of crumble under the pressure. Hopefully this FaZe team, though, could be a little bit different if we see that Optic versus FaZe final, but still plenty more action from UMG. For now, though, we're going to throw over to our analyst desk and get their thoughts on Optic versus Envy.
Thank you, Benson and Brycey. Obviously a great matchup there between Optic Gaming and Envy, two of the fan-favorite teams here at the UMG Dallas 40K. Courage joined by Chance here at the analyst desk. Chance, had the pleasure of watching that match with you. Let's just get right into the analyzation. Chance has been so excited for this. Break down hardpoint for me. You have a whole notebook worth of numbers. Tell me what happened.
So, right off the bat, Optic Gaming got off to a very hot start. They were able to outslay Envy on the first hill, 15 kills to 8. Scum started out with 5 kills, and even Formal was on a 4 streak right off the bat, and they took a 25-6 lead. From there, though, Envy did a great job of countering back. J-Camp, after the first hill, didn't have a single kill. Really turned it around on green, was able to pick up 3. This time, Envy outslayed Optic Gaming, 13 kills to 20, 20 being in favor of Envy. But they only had a 5-point difference between them and Optic Gaming. So Optic Gaming did a very good job on that hill to get it and fight it. There was one point, Crim6 picked up a 2-piece just to stay alive for a few extra seconds, just to fight for that extra little time. Envy, of course, still coming out on top. Then on hill number 3, it was nothing but Optic Gaming on
they
Garage.
absolutely dominated it.
Oh, without a doubt. It was the slaying difference was only by 5 kills, but they outscored Envy 40 points to 8.
And this was really getting to the point, too. JCap started the game 4-18. This goes back to that whole point where Optic, 4 best players really in the game, they can afford to have one player slacking off, which in that Detroit hardpoint game, no one played poorly. They all filled their role they needed to. That's why they had such a strong final to that game.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Again, JCap at this point on the Garage Hill finished with 4 kills. Karma was at 9, Krim was at 13, Scump had 10, and then Formal was already at 12. And then the same thing, Looney had a phenomenal start as well. He was at 13 kills at this point. Octane also at 16, but again, JCap, bit of a slow one.
Yeah.
Moving into yellow, it was a completely even 14-14 kill split, but Envy was able to come out on top by quite a bit, 33 points to 13. Again, they just got control of yellow, and they were effectively trading kills the whole time, just able to hold Optic Gaming just barely out of the hill for long enough. Optic Gaming, of course, finally broke it, but at that point, it didn't matter. But then immediately back into school, Optic Gaming completely role reversed. Again, completely split even, 13 kills for each team.
Yeah.
But Optic Gaming outscored them 33 points to 18. This was the hill where JCap really started to turn around. After the first half, he finished with 8, but on that school hill, that's when he got on a four streak, excuse me.
He had the same amount of kills in that one hard point compared to the last 4. He had that 4-piece. He had first 2 kills, and the last 2 players who pushed through locker. He got a nade kill, and then got that hip fire with the ASM-1.
Yeah, exactly right. And then so after the first set of hills, it was 132 to 91, obviously in favor of Optic Gaming. So about a 41-point differential between the 2 teams. Then flipping out and starting the map over, Optic Gaming really began to just increase the lead a little bit more. Right off the bat, I take that back. Envy, barely outslaying Optic Gaming, but still, that is when they got 22 points. Optic Gaming got 14. Then the next hill, Optic Gaming just completely dominated on green. They actually were negative in terms of kill death. They had 13 while Envy picked up 15, but still, Optic Gaming picked up 34 points. Envy only got 9.
And this was the big difference maker for me. If Envy could have held out on that green hill, gotten a little bit more time, and then had that explosive garage hill that they had next, which I'm sure you're going to break down. Aqua got into that one, the 4-piece. I don't know about you, but sitting here, I thought, is this really about to happen? Is Optic really going to blow this 70-second lead I think they had at one point? What was going wrong for OG in that garage hill?
Well, the only thing that was going wrong for them was Aqua.
Yeah.
They kind of flooded them one person at a time. Aqua picked up the entry kill, then one person pushed upstairs. Aqua picked him up, and the person coming up the ramp was a little bit too late, and Aqua was able to predict it, and then just continued and followed up and got another kill. So Aqua basically bought his team about 10 seconds there, but after that, Optic
Honestly,
Gaming...
if not more, because remember, OG then spawned back up and tried to fight for the spawn. They started wrapping towards glass, and then they held it down for even more time. That was a major difference maker. They chained together, 35 straight seconds right after that?
No, on the Garage Hill, Envy
Or
outscored
36
them 28 to 18. So it was only a 10-second difference between them after that hill.
Yeah, but then the issue was at the end of that, they had the time held. OG had it early on, and then they broke it from that. So that was like the 30-second thing that I'm thinking of. So OG started off, then they got the break, which was the 30 seconds, because OG then wrapped and got early control of post, which then they went in for the break.
Yeah, and then even moving to yellow, that momentum continued for Envy a little bit. They had the spawns down, but again, they did well on it. Still outscored Optic Gaming again, exactly 28 to 18. But still, at that point, it just wasn't enough. I think they were down by 40 points going into yellow, so they basically needed a phenomenal hill, and they did well. But Optic Gaming just a little bit too strong at the end, and as soon as they broke that, the game was pretty much over.
Yeah, that was map number 1, which I've never heard so many numbers in my entire life. But good work there, Chance. You're proud of that one. I wanted to let you have a field day with that. So 250 to 178. Optic Gaming won that one, finishing positive 17 in the slaying department. Really exactly what you expect from the green wall. We then moved into Search and Destroy on Solar. I believe it was in round number 10 where really Crim6 clutched up instead of it going into overtime, won that 1v2. Gani was over here sitting with us. He was kind of laughing at really Crim has just never changed. He's just so good, so clutch in those crucial situations. And what was funny was, I don't know about you, I would say Octane was in the favorable position for that gunfight with him being stuck inside that window while Octane had that nice head glitch on pipes. But really, Crim just didn't miss a bullet.
I mean, yeah, you're exactly right. And even 3 rounds before that, I think it was in round 7, Crim nearly had the 1v4.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous, and it was actually Octane that shut him down. Octane won the 1v1 in round 7, also did the exact same thing in round 5 against Formal. So Octane was clutch too.
Yeah, I think he had 3 or 4 of the final kill cams for Envy in that game, really the one to close out the rounds. Overall, that game, Crim6 finishing 13-6, leading Optic Gaming. Who knows? Maybe Octane wins that 1v1. Round 11 starts. Envy makes the comeback. Now we're moving into map number 3, tied up 1-1. But unfortunately for the boys in blue and their fans of that squad, they wound up losing that game. And then we moved into comeback Uplink. And Chance, this was an interesting one for me. Envy was showing some life at the half. They were down by 2. Start off second side, cap in 10 seconds. Looks absolutely beautiful. Then the Optic Gaming show really just took over.
Yeah, I mean, even after they got the cap in the first 10 seconds, immediately they were passing the drone up, potentially trying to train the scores. That didn't work out for him. Then at one point, I think on the exact next push, there was like a missed throw, and then Optic Gaming immediately took advantage of that mistake, scored 2 points, and from there on, they just outslayed them and started rallying the scores together.
I'll tell you what happened. Envy had their 2-point play that they had when they were on that when they were spawning blue, scoring on yellow, was because Karma missed some shots on the drone carrier. The drone carrier snuck by and then dunked it, if you remember that. Karma's like, how did he not die? When they went into side number 2, Optic did exactly what Envy couldn't do, and that was get their sub-players inside yellow to spawn trap the players in green. If you remember, SCUF got that disgusting 3-piece, which then led to them capping 2 times in a row, 2 straight dunks. They went up to a 9-5 lead and then really just ran away with it from there.
Yeah, and even so, I was looking at the slaying category, and it was pretty much even through and through. There were times where it fluctuated a little bit, but Optic Gaming Envy kept it tight the whole time, but eventually just the little mistakes ended up costing them.
Yeah, and I think Brycey put it best. You know, they're a great team, but they're just not good enough at the moment to take down the green wall. So Optic continues to stay perfect, whether it's here at UMG, Dallas, or online in the Pro League, sitting at first place at 5-0. Guys, do not go anywhere. When we come back, more intense Advanced Warfare action. Stay tuned.